but men have said that to me in the past. But my counter is always, wouldn't you want a woman to be with you and know that your dick, the way you fuck, the positions that you both like, the way, wouldn't you want her to experience other dick? Because if you're the only dick she's ever fucked and she wakes up someday and goes, I really want to put a 12-inch dick inside me just to see what it's like, and then she cheats. Mm-hmm. So for me personally, it's like I would rather my partner go out and experience everything, and then I would know and feel secure in our relationship. So I'm like, you did it all. You saw the menu. You tried every platter. I'm glad that you chose me. So
yeah, I always, and there's a part of me that always wonders too. And I did in my book I wrote about. Guys realize that the only place that they're vulnerable is sex. Women can make them do anything with sex. A guy will go places with a hard on. He wouldn't go with a loaded 45.
I blow Vic to do TikToks with me, so it works out.
It's like, right? So I think that men at heart look so happy. Exactly. I think men at heart just want to control that in some way because they know that's where they're most vulnerable. I mean, it really is. It's like if a woman wants a man to do something, they know they have one avenue and they don't even have to have sex with him. They just have to flirt with him half the times, and they'll do stupid shit. So, and I think that's why they ratchet down on it. I think that's why even governments and men in power ratchet down on sex because they're afraid of it.
You make really good points, and I definitely think there's a lot of truth in that. I think the fear from some men is like, oh, if she is promiscuous, then can I trust her to not be? Because as men, we know we can't switch it off, right? And men know what dogs we can be. So like, well, if you can't switch it off, then we're really fucked, And there is a little bit of fear there. And one of the things about porn that's really interesting right now is this taboo going on of letting people fuck your wife. The Item 22 thing. I don't know if you're familiar with that.
There was the Lena the plug, plug thing.
Yeah, he set that up where they'd been doing girls together, and she'd been off limits, and then out of nowhere they dropped this trailer of her and the big black guy. And I've never seen the internet care that much about porn.
I noticed. I don't know the whole story, but I did see some of it on like Twitter and stuff, and I was actually really surprised.
Great PR thing.
Yeah, I don't know what his response. I don't know what his response was, or if it was staged, or if it was real, or what. But I was actually really surprised that she got so much shit for it.
He got the shit for it.
He got a lot.
He got shit. Oh my god, he got raked over.
Why? Because the guy has a big cock. What was the?
I think it's really hard to explain. I feel like you just landed on this planet. It's mad.
Yeah.
No, because Adam is a podcaster as well, so he's kind of dipping into two different worlds in porn and podcasting, even hip hop. And
so his background is podcasting, and then he got with his partner, and she's in porn. And
so they started making porn together, and it was kind of seen as like weird for a podcaster to do this, but fair play to you. Like you're getting all these women, and then out of nowhere, so he kind of, I imagine, had some pats on the back, and then when he decides to let her do her thing, a lot of the hip hop guys, the podcast guys,
I can totally see it. You went from being on the top of the hill and getting all this pussy to being now like, oh, well, your girl's going out and getting other dick. So he like I feel like in their eyes, maybe he like fell off the top of the mountain type situation. Is that like what
and I think he handled it as best as anyone can by leaning into it and getting and making more jokes than anyone else did. So like he's tweeting out like, if you really love your wife, you should let her fuck other guys.
Yes, and that's exactly what I was thinking. I was like, I actually would much rather hang out with that guy than anybody else, because at least he's letting her do whatever she wants safely.
I personally didn't find it a big deal because it's not like, look, if one of my mates privately was like, she's got a fella coming around this weekend, like I'd be like, what? But it's Adam 22, like it's what he does. He's in the porn game, but he quite geniusly played on the taboo of cuckolding and all of this sort of stuff, and then whipped up the shitstorm. And I think even the wedding photos went out like a month before. So he's like, I'm going to drop these wedding photos. And it looked like a beautiful wedding, the most perfect wedding. And then you've got her bending over a month later. So I do feel like maybe this was a bit of a genius. I mean, we're talking about it right now, right? And he made a shitload of money, but that's why I wanted to ask you guys like whether you'd consider doing something similar, because it just broke the internet, and everyone knows you guys as this couple now.
I've never been one to, I don't know, I don't know if this is true because I don't know enough about the story, but I don't know if this is like a play to make a bunch of money. And for me, I've never made my decisions in porn based upon how much money I would make. I've always done what I enjoyed. So even the idea of selling, I hate to say this because I don't know if this is true, but selling my soul to do that scene, if it is for the press or it is for the money, it just wouldn't be worth it to me. But if she was doing it in the sense of, I really just want to explore other options of human beings, even though we're married, I just want to I want to know what other experiences are like. I feel like that I'd be all for, but depending on, I would never be like, well, if I do this scene, I can pretend it's something else and then make a bunch of money. I don't know. For me, it was I've got into it to get laid.
But you were pretty. You could have gotten laid anyway.
No, but was a safe way to
had
do
no
it.
game.
I was
had
so
no
shy
game.
when I got into porn, and I did it because I had no game and I wanted to explore my sexuality safely.
The idea of you being shy.
I know.
Oh, it's hard.
I'm actually
Everybody
very
watched
shy in
interviews.
real life.
She's actually very shy.
I was watching an interview last night doing my research. She was like, "Yeah, I've had a fist in my fist in a man's ass, a fist in a woman's ass."
Oh yeah.
I'm like,
Once
shy.
I put my fist in a guy's ass and I clapped in there like a seal. But I'm very shy.
But she is very shy. And it's not, I can't even like sit here and bullshit. She's actually, I'm the extrovert. She's painfully shy. If she has to do appearances and stuff, it's like
Yeah, I'm really.
bragging. Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even coming here and she knows you and likes you and stuff like that. Even that, she was like just a little nervous, like than normal. And it's funny. I'm like, yeah, whatever. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, you really are carefree, Vic.
Yeah, I really don't.
Fuck, bro.
I crossed the 50.